Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company, and welcome to the channel. As promised on the title, I have some really fantastic organizational tool that I'm going to show you guys for organizing all my beads. As you may know, I've recently really gotten into the whole bead stuff, all the focal beads. I love them. I think they're so fun. Let me show you a couple of simple things that I've made so far. I love this one, Band Mom. Little Bit's very excited that I have this one now. So this one is now already on my keychain, and this was all Temu, pretty much all Temu. I have not added any dangles to it yet, although I plan on it. But I do need to pick up some sort of music-related bangles for that one. So I made that one, and I decided I needed something for Easter, since Easter is, golly, tomorrow. So I thought that would be fun. And you know, me and bunnies, I can't go wrong with the bunnies. They're really simple. They're just so simple and easy to make, as long as you have the right equipment. And then I made myself a pokey tool. And I just think that these are really fun and easy, and I could have added more beads to it, and maybe I will later. At the moment, I have not. So normally you would have to glue at least your last one on, but I haven't, because this one was so hard to get on that it is totally locked in place. So these two can kind of run free, and this one it's just not going anywhere. So, you know, you might get lucky enough to see some of those, but I really like those three that I've made so far. But I was looking at all of, this is just some of the beads and things that go with doing this. And I wanted to find some good organization for all of this. And I really did. So these were full of beads from bead mixes from Hobby Lobby. Now I've emptied all three of these into my new organization. I'm going to put these aside for something else. I'm sure I can find something to do with three clear containers like that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you, this is not part of the other one, but you could use it. This is meant to be, I just had to show this to you because I haven't been to Target for a while. I saw this. It's Easter is tomorrow, and I thought I have to share this. It's so cool. This is literally made for snacks. They call it a snackle box. And they had an egg one, and they had a bunny. And y'all know I wasn't walking away from the bunny one. But you're meant to fill it with fun little snacks. And I just thought that was indeed super fun. And what I'll do is, Little Bert's outside. He's not so little anymore. He's 14. He turned 14 last week, or 2 weeks ago, which is making me kind of crazy. But we don't do a big Easter for him anymore. He's just too old, and there's not a whole lot that he wants or needs. But we will do an Easter egg hunt. And so I'm going to put this with his Easter egg hunt. And then when he opens up different candies, he can go ahead and sort them into his sections. And he likes to keep a little assortment for when he is playing his PlayStation. So I thought that would be fun, and I love it. I love this one. Okay, so what you all really came for was, how am I now organizing all of the beads? And again, if you've been following me, you know right now I have a ton. And I came across these yesterday, and I am hooked. So these are Bright Room. This is Target. I'm so excited about these, guys. I am so excited. So this is $6, just $6. So this one's great. So this is a little bit more like the tackle box. You open it up, you have all these great sections, and then you have for flatter things, you can put them up on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of the pieces that I need in here. So this is only one of the two pieces that I found, and since I know I've got more beads coming, maybe coming soon. And it actually holds a lot. I mean, that whole pack was pretty full. And this is one of the sets. So what I'm going to do is I thought I would go ahead and show you this one and fill it up. And then I'm going to show you all the other ones that I've already done, that I've already filled. And woo doggy, I have filled them. All right, so those go in. Now, I like these. These are pretty much the same size as the bubblegum beads. This is from, I put them in here just to hold on to them. This is from one of the St. Patrick's Day pieces, I guess I would say. It was like a little door hanger almost, and it had a it had this at the bottom of it, and it was on twine, and it had this on the bottom, and then it had all these beads. And I was thinking, well, these are pretty, you know, these are the bigger bubblegum size beads. Why would I not just, you know, use those? And honestly, I think they're going to work out really well. So, and that was like 90% off when I bought it. Super exciting. But again, look at how, I mean, these are just super deep. There's so much you can do with these. Honestly, there's so much you can do with these little boxes. And they stack, and they've got, you know, covers. And to me, that is huge, because that's what I really needed. I needed to make sure that I had things that could stack, that we would have covers on, that I could, you know, that I could really fill. Here's another, this is a bead. I don't know how well this one's gonna, so I'll show you real quick. So this is, this pokey tool I used. These are meant to be food skewers. I had seen someone use these on one of the videos, and I thought, and so I ordered some of those from Temu, and works like a dream. I mean, you can get, there are other things that you can use, and you get bigger ones. Now, I don't think that this little guy is going to fit on here. Oh, he fits like that. Oh, he fits fine. Look at that. He fits just fine. So cute. I didn't know they were going to go that way. I was thinking they would go top to bottom, but that's okay. I can work with that. All right, so I'm actually leaving the other big sections at the moment, because what I've been doing is putting my beads on the inside of these sets, and then putting some of the other pieces that I need on the outside, such as, all right, so this is a whole set of the key rings that I bought from Temu. So I think I had 20 in there, and they're not the key rings. These are just, you can attach these to anything, honestly. You can put a ring on, the key ring piece on there. You can put this piece on, or you could attach it to other things. I mean, these you could attach to a bit of chain or another link piece to make one of the new beaded pieces for your Stanley cups. So those are a little bit more versatile. I wanted to make sure I had room to put these great ones, because I also want to work with some of the shrink. And I wanted to be able to have some of those pieces, some of these fringes, tassels to put in there. So it just fits so stinking well. I mean, I could do a whole nother set of those in there. And I certainly could fit, you know, a lot more of these in here. Just, you know, straighten it out a little bit. You're good to go. And then I'll put this one over here. And I think the only thing I don't have in here at the moment, I think I'll make room for this one, is this. These beads did not actually come from Temu. I think I just had them. These came from, I really don't remember where these came from. This might have been from Mike. No, it might have been Michael's or not Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those in here. I'm not going to take them off of there. Well, actually, I'll show you this. So this is how this comes. It comes right here like this, and it comes with these pieces. You can also buy, these fit in there. Oh, I bought some of these extra pieces thinking that these little trays would fit in here, but they do not. They're much bigger. All right, my mistake. I mean, if you need these little ones, these are only $2. But I'm kind of bummed that they don't actually fit in there. Okay. Got one of those. All right. And then I have some of these. I would rather have the smaller. Okay. The things we find out. I hadn't practiced or looked. I grabbed it all and said, I have to show you. Okay, so there's that one. And again, I am super excited for several reasons. One reason with this one, you know, when you have this kind of small stuff, I want to be able to look at it all. I was actually, when I was making these other pieces, it was hard for me to see everything. Oh, no, that's good. It was hard for me to see stuff because I couldn't spread it out to look at it. Oh, I did forget something. Let me get these. These are from Hobby Lobby. I don't want to fill another one right now, so I'm just going to leave that one as is. I'm trying to get everything out of containers and the bags and the boxes. These are so fun. Mushrooms are still pretty popular. Can I even get into this thing? So these were on clearance at Hobby Lobby not that long ago, so about 75% off. Let me see if I can get into it. And I really liked them. Good gracious. It's always fun when you can't get into something. All right, let me get it. There we go. Now I can get into it. Now I can't get into it. All right. Just a little bit more work here. Let's see if I can work my way into this box. Oh, gracious. Okay. There. So this is the other really nice thing. With some of these containers being slightly bigger, deeper, when you have a bigger focal bead like this, you really have a place to put it. You know what? If I just go from the bottom, I bet that'll be easier. Oh my goodness. There. Let's see how that one's gonna look. That's fun. Those are fun. So these bigger ones probably, I don't know if they would fit in one of these. I certainly 2 boxes of them wouldn't. So didn't take much to fill it up, but now everything is really well contained. So I want to show you the other one that I found that I really like. And again, these are great for a lot of different things. I'm super excited about using them for my beads, but I also know there's a lot more that you can do with those. I went to 2 Targets. My one in town had already sold out. I mean, no, not the one. My one in town still had some. The one in the bigger city that I went to had already sold out, which was really quite something. So this is the other one. Now you can see it's flatter. It's only one level, so there's nothing to take off the top. Here's your comparison, but this one fits really nice and snug on top of the other one. I mean, there's, you know, still some room left here, but if I'm going to stack these, this is going to stack really nicely. I'm not going to worry about it tipping, which is always a big deal. Let me show you ow, caught myself. Let me show you this one. So in this one, you get this 9 smallers and the 2 kind of medium, and then the longer, and then the big one. And again, it's just so perfect. Again, for beads or just about anything. I bought 2 more of these, and I bought 2 of those, but now I've of course filled one. I know I have some beads coming in, so I don't know if I'm going to need those for my beads, so I won't use them yet until I know where I need to use them. But I might very well use the bigger ones for some of my assemblage stuff, because that's right now it's all kind of in a big box, and that is really not useful because it's hard for me to see. It's in one of the bigger boxes. I mean, not huge, but it's in one of the boxes, and it's just all together. And I feel like with these I could sort things so much better, so that when I open it, it's just so much easier for me to find what I'm looking for. I may really dump some investment into more of these. We deal with so much small stuff that to have something like this that stacks well, that's going to look well, it's going to work well on my shelving. So let me just show you. Maybe I can bring this in just a touch. There you go. Let me show you what I did here. So with this one, I put all of my key ring pieces. So these are really fun. I just really love these. So this has anything that's a key ring. And then I think I did a lot. So I have some of the smaller pieces up top because this is flatter. But you can see the other things fit too. I have a strawberry that needs to go there. Okay. Then underneath, I mean, it's just, that should go with those because that's Christmas. So I did sort this a little bit thematically. Everything in this one, this is a mixture. Everything in this container is like dog mom, blessed mom, band mom. These are all like mom. This is, what's in there is what was in one of these entire containers. Everything in here was in here. So that gives you a lot of ideas about how much fits, I think. So I may rearrange it a little bit because I've got a teacher one here. And then I like the idea of having my boxes sorted a little bit more thematically. You know, maybe food or, oh, they just stack so well. Okay, so in this one, these are all, so this one I have the pokey tools. This came in a pack of, I think, 10. And then these are like the pins that you can use to make jewelry, but you can also use them to make pieces for, if you add a bead to it, to add pieces for dangles. Those and these. And then the latches. This one is a little bit just different. I mean, this one has some of the pieces for your Stanley cups. So I may move again. I'm playing with it. That I just got them yesterday afternoon. So the top parts I'm trying to keep mostly for my spacer type beads, or I mean, that's not spacer necessarily. And then underneath here, I made sure all of my ducks were together. Duck, 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 bathtub. That's kind of funny. Duck, 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 bathtub. No goose. I have not looked at these. That actually is super cute. That is so cute. Okay. Love it. This is 2 packs of these glass beads. Or are they glass or plastic? I think they're actually plastic. But these are Hobby Lobby. And then I have strawberries and some of my other ones. So again, you can see most of it. This is, I think, 2 packs of just the different regular balls. These are about 1/2 inch. So millimeter, there's a gnat in here. Oh my word. Gets just a tiny bit warm and the gnats are out. Oh my golly. I have enjoyed different organizational tools, but I'm really sold on this one right now. So again, I did put this is just my little Easter set. And I think I moved a couple of beads out because there's supposed to be 25 of those. And I put in some of the spacers here and there. I do need more spacers, so I'm going to be adding those. More clips. This one, I need to switch this. So bookmarks were in the top one. And then this one has, these are more of the pokey tools because I ordered from two different companies. So I'm going to move those around so that they're in the same places. This had just like different ones. The cool thing about this one was that there were like different, can you see that? I'll put this behind it. So there were like these different options. And I really like this one for the pokey tool because then it makes it easy for me to hang like a dangle from there. And then it's got the ones that just have like the balls on top. Oh. Okay, so this one has those. And then inside I've got, I have already had people make requests that I get the letters so that you can do, spell out different things. I know one person at school was really looking for something specific to her job, which is a very specific job. You can't get that written anywhere else. My one thing about these is that it's hard to get enough of, especially this particular size, it's hard to get enough of them to, at the price that they sell them at, to spell out a whole lot. You're going to be using things up. And I think I mentioned that in one of my last videos, is that it would be great if you could request letters in a bigger quantity. We know that E is used a lot. We know that, A, E, I, O, U, you're going to find those A, E, I, O more particularly. T's and S's, those types of things, they're going to show up a lot. So those are the things that I would love to be able to buy more of. You're not going to see a huge amount of J's necessarily, or Z's. You'll see them, you want to keep them. Anyway, I digress. We've got these beautiful little, these are the glass bunnies, and I think they're adorable, and you guys gave me a couple of suggestions for these beads. I would not put them on a regular keychain, maybe a bracelet, because people know to be more careful, but keychains get just knocked around a lot. And these guys, I know I showed you these before, but super cute. So all of the different bees. So I bought a pack of bees and bee beads from Hobby Lobby. Those all went in here with the bees. I have to say, I mean, this container is actually holding quite a bit. Quite a few focal beads, quite a few regular beads, just a lot. And this is 2 packs of the 2 different Mother's Day or I Love Mom packs. They had the focal beads and the regular beads and all that stuff. So somewhere I have a lot more of these pins, which again, I've said I don't really want to make these to sell, and I really don't. I think the pins are just going to be for fun, but there are other beaded things that I do think that I'm going to make to sell. I was talking about doing some things that were like not fully matching, like, okay, so, and some of you were thinking that's not a bad idea. So this one with the band mom, I like I like the idea of doing a series using this, but not the exact same thing that's on here. So you can buy several different things with your band mom on them. Does that make sense? Never know if I'm making sense. All right, so there's that one. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of those tackle box looking ones. And then I did use one of the bigger ones. This is the slightly bigger size. And this is the one, this is why I should have my teacher one in here. So I've got this little guy who I love. I love him so much. Or her. So I think these are just adorable. This is actually, so this is another one of these. And then what's in here, this one, that's actually another one of these. So these little containers hold a lot. I did get, I think these are from Hobby Lobby. I did get kind of the pony beads to write people's names out because I think that they'll work decently. But I'd like more of the other ones. So I still think that little ghost is adorable. And I ended up getting 2 packs of these. I bought a 9-pack and I bought a 6-pack. And the 9-pack was by far a better price, a better deal overall. And these beads from Temu, they come in, honestly, usually it's 5 or 6 per package. But you can also find like 1. I've only found that once. That was accidental. Or it's 1, 5, 6, 9. Those seem to be like sort of the norms. This one's so cute. I know you guys were talking about that one before. So that is it. That's sort of my bead organization for right now. I'm very excited about it. And I'm super excited to get my next Temu haul in. There's a few more things I want to put into some of these, like the threads. I want to find a place for this, and I may need to just take a couple of the containers out to put this in here. This is my my case with the stuff. So I may move some things around a little bit just so I can fit all that in there. Because I like the idea of having everything in one place. And this all stacked together means I can easily, I mean, honestly, this one, I'm kind of all over the place today, but this one in particular, I don't even need to lift that top piece. I'm just looking at all my beads. I don't have to take them out. I don't have to make a mess. I don't have to spread them on my table. I'm just looking at my beads. So I really like this one. But well, that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. I'm going to, once I get the rest of my focal beads in, and I believe that will be my last order from Temu, at least, till things sort of even out. But once I get the rest of my focal beads in, I'll have everything together, and then I'll have, I'm sure, several of these boxes left, and I'm going to see what else makes sense to put into these, because they are incredibly useful. Can you tell I like them? Just a little bit. All right, that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Please help me grow the channel so we can grow our community and put more things to use for you guys. And I will see you next time. Cheers.